Hello, this is Deborah with Redirecting, and I'm going to be discussing again the subject of interracial marriage, dating, and interaction, in keeping with the uncomfortable truth segments that I'm going to be presenting here on the channel. Uncomfortable truths meaning a lot of our people believe it's taboo to even discuss such things in today's racial environment because there is an increase in interracial marriage, dating, and interaction on a sexual level or whatever, personal level, relationship level. And so it's taboo to speak about this particular subject if you are in disagreement with it. Please understand, I believe what the Most High's word says. That is what I promote. This is not personal for me. So those of you who may think it's personal, you are entitled to that. But the truth is what it is. There is a judgment attached to this behavior. It is what it is. There's a biblical judgment. And so right now, thanks to Brother Hayadim for sending me this story. This is a brother out of Guam. He sends me a lot of things. So thanks again for this story, brother. So basically, there is a story that is out right now that I find very, very interesting. I can't say that it's sad because this is what the Most High allows to happen when his judgment pours out for these types of interactions. Anyway, is a college student, a black college athlete who had a threesome with two white women. The white women claimed that they were drunk, and now the black student is facing 40 years for sexual assault. 40 years. So this young man is facing 40 years for sexual assault because the two Beckys were drunk and he had a threesome with them. So basically, I guess the narrative is that if you're drunk, you can't consent, so therefore you were raped. Now keep in mind that they were in his hotel room with him. And these encounters happen all of the time where some woman will end up in some man's hotel room or house, sitting on his bed, nude or half nude or whatever, you see. But anyway, it says that the judge ordered this Wisconsin football receiver, Quintez Cephus, to stand trial Tuesday on charges that he sexually assaulted two drunken white women. Okay. The prosecutor charged Cephus in August with second and third degree sexual assault, both of which are felonies. The second degree charge carries a maximum sentence of 40 years in prison. According to the criminal complaint, it says that Cephus sexually assaulted two drunken white women at once in the bedroom of his apartment. Okay, so this was in his apartment, in the bedroom of his apartment. Interesting. It wasn't a hotel room, it was his apartment. But again, like I stated before, if a woman is in a man's hotel or his bedroom, in his apartment, at his home, don't pretend like you don't know what is about to happen. Now, in no way do I condone rape or sexual assault of any kind, so don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. It's just that when a woman allows herself to enter into a man's hotel room or his bedroom and she's sitting on his bed, don't play dumb. Don't play dumb. Now, who knows why this judge decided to go after him like this? But all I know is it is in keeping with the judgment of the Most High Yah. Now, if they were having a threesome, this was no doubt consensual. So let me tell you why I don't feel sorry for this young man. Because he allowed himself to be put in this situation, because he decided to make this choice, because he wanted to swim around in murky waters. This is the judgment of the Most High that has been placed on him. We are seeing it more and more to where the Most High is amping up his judgment many times in Scripture. And see, some of you don't believe in the Bible, so you don't know where I'm coming from. But if you saw what I saw, what many of us see, that there was a judgment, then it would all make sense to you. There was a judgment attached to our people for doing what this young man did. There was a judgment, and we are starting to see it more and more, because these are not the things we are supposed to indulge ourselves in. It was considered an abomination. It was. And who are we to question the Most High for his judgments, for his laws, his statutes, and his commandments? It amazes me how you have people who wear fringes and want to pretend like without fringes you are lost. But some of these very people have them a Becky on their arms. And they totally reject the truth of the Most High. They don't want to hear his word. They are dealing with their own emotions, their own physical attractions, their own lustful desires. So they'll put more weight on wearing a fringe than they would marrying outside of their race or culture. The Most High had reasons for this law. His reasons are good enough, but many of you have turned it into something else. You've made it all about whether or not these people were following after false gods or whatever. That there was never that particular reason stated in Scripture. That wasn't the only reason, you see. And when you try to make that the only reason and not a bloodline issue, you are faltering. You are teaching error. And so this is why a lot of our people today who call themselves in the truth, they will defend such actions. You see, but worldwide, we are starting to see an increase in this type of behavior because we have no type of feeling against this. We don't agree with it, even though the Most High said that it was a mandatory thing that we stay away from these other nations. Don't marry them, don't breed with them. But we are not listening. We have thrown all of the rules out of the window. And it's unfortunate that we think this way and we don't even see right before our eyes is the destruction of our people as a result of this. It's like we don't even care. We don't even care. And for this young man, it wasn't even an issue of breeding. He was in just full-blown sin. This could have been a threesome with 2 black women. But for him, it was a threesome with him and 2 white women because he wanted to experience some type of crazy sexual experience. That's what it was all about. Black college student. Now you've thrown your whole life down the drain. The Most High allowed this judgment to come on him because he decided that this is what he wanted to do. A lot of times our young people lose their lives for doing things like this. Now, in a sense, he did lose his life because if he goes to prison, in which we don't know if that's going to happen or not, maybe the Most High will use this as a teachable moment for him. But as it stands right now, he is looking at 40 years in prison. What a waste. What a despicable waste, because our people just don't understand. We just don't get it. And we refuse to get it. What amazes me is that so-called white people tell us all the time that many of them, they tell us all the time how they feel. And we refuse to believe it and accept it. And so the Most High allows this type of judgment to come on us when we disobey. And many of you don't even want to talk about these uncomfortable truths. You don't want to talk about it. Why is that? It's in the Word. It was one of the main things that the Most High was judging us for many times, especially the tribe of Judah. He raised up the king of Hadad for this very reason, to punish us for messing around with Edomite women. But many of you overlook those scriptures in the Bible. You don't want to deal with them because they are uncomfortable truths. Okay, family, I'm out.